we know what's at stake, and we got to come out on Sunday, with a aggressive mindset on both ends of the floor. So that was it.
Was it Nick doing most of the talking? Was it you guys that spoke?
No. I mean, obviously, coach led the talk, and I think we see pretty clear what we need to do defensively. We can't be on our heels that much from the get-go. We got to be a little more aggressive and be the aggressor more defensively, kind of put them on their heels, and from that, kind of fuel our offense.
To that point, you guys fell behind early and you hung around for 3 quarters or so. But how tough is it to dig yourself out of that hole once you?
Yeah, obviously we made a few turnovers on the fourth. That kind of put in a really bad spot because it was kind of a pick six kind of turnovers. You can get back to that, and I figure out spacing, understanding what they're trying to do. Obviously we've seen it now for 2 games. Trying to keep Joel in the paint as much as possible, and so we gotta do a better job and don't get stagnant with it. Like continue to move, and be on attack mode.
Is there anything they did that surprised you guys today?
No, I mean not surprised. Obviously you prepare for the game, and but they got way too many rebounds. I thought once we got stopped, they got too many tip-ins and a second chance point early on, and then turnovers kind of killed you when the game was right there.
What kind of impact did the fans have on you guys? Did you zone them out, or was it really loud in there tonight?
Huh?
The fans, did they have any impact? Was it really loud, hard?
They cheer and they boo just as fans should do. Yeah. I mean, would you expect? I mean, they're excited. It's playoffs and it's fun. I wish every game was that way.
Marc, you talked this morning about trying to be more aggressive and
yeah.
more spots. Did you think that worked out the way you wanted to, or is there still a lot more room to grow there for you on that end?
I think in the third quarter we made a conscious effort of trying to get the ball in there. It worked half of the times. A couple times it worked, a couple times it didn't. It's not what it's not what gets us going. Most of the times, and we cannot become stagnant. I think we could still play our game and be who we are, and now get the ball within the flow of the game. And once you get it, just got to make an aggressive move to the basket.
And what happened at the start? I know you were all at the start of the second quarter, but the start of the second and fourth quarters, they got off the big runs right off.
Where? When?
At the start of the second and fourth quarters.
Yeah.
Big runs right away. What do you think went wrong in those 2 spots there?
I got to look at tape exactly. I mean, I could, can tell you now turnovers, made shots, not getting back, and getting 5 guys in front of the ball as we should, but I can't just exactly tell you play by play.
Did you guys feel like you were too reliant on Kawhi tonight?
At some point we became too passive, and that when you rely on that for most of the game, it's obviously it's going to be tough because they're going to blitz him eventually and make the next play. We got 24 seconds, and we got to push the pace and get to the paint early on and get them on scrambling mode, and hopefully get good shot and take it with confidence. And I'm sure once a couple guys see the ball go through the net, the game changes for them.
Did it be more spry tonight, healthier?
Once he got in rhythm, getting in the free throw line, at that point it's just like any player. It's really hard to stop. So we got to do a better job keeping off that line.
They did a good job just rotating and kind of making it hard for us out there. I think we maybe passed up a couple of shots that we usually take. But I think they did a pretty decent job just rotating and kind of making it hard. Every time you had the ball, you felt like there's someone in front of you. And when you pass up shots, and then it kind of mess up the rhythm a little bit.
What happened on that trip between
and baby, that's my guy. I wouldn't want to hurt him. something I thought was a no call. I was frustrated. I don't know what I was doing. I didn't mean to hurt him or anything like that. So passion of the game, things happen, and yeah, it wasn't intentional or anything like that.
What kind of impact did Embiid have on the game?
Did a great job. Just being present. He blocked a lot of shots. He played great. Just putting pressure on us. He made a couple of threes. So he was just effective and kind of like making it hard for us, and he played a very good game.
Do you feel like this series going like from game one, where you guys are clearly the better team, and then things sort of slipping away? Or do you feel
give them credit. They played two hell of a game. They put some pressure on us. We gotta play better. We gotta bring more energy. We gotta we just gotta bring it more. And I think these past 2 games they wanted it more than we did, and that's the way it looked out there. They played 2 great games, and I think it's a series. Best out of we gotta win 4 games to win the series. So we gotta take this. As hard as it is, it's tough. Learn from it and trying to get game 4.
Their size is really hurting you guys in a few places, notably on the glass. I mean, size doesn't change. Some game
Right.
what can you do to address that?
We got to be more physical. Obviously, they have size, but I think they just have like will. I do. To just go and get it. We got to show more resistance and kind of like want it more than they do.
How much does that size hurt on the rotations, right? Because they got 6'7" guys flying at your guards. They got 6'10" guys flying at
Right. Yeah. I think, it's tough. They're doing a good job right now. We got to figure that out. And I think, like I said earlier, we passed up a couple of shots. We're missing, and maybe that make us not take the shots that we usually take or anything like that. But we gotta bring the intensity. At first on defense and just making it harder for them, and then we got to box out. They get rebounds and it's hurting us, and just be more physical.
Kyle, what was the message in the room after the game?
We got to play better. I mean, we didn't play well. They were more aggressive, more assertive. They played with more energy. They were better than us tonight.
You guys fell behind early, hung around for 3 quarters, but once you dig yourself that hole, especially on the road, how tough is it to
We still had a chance, but missed some shots, turned the ball over, let them get back in transition. It kind of hurt us a lot.
Kyle, how much did their size bother you in this game?
They crashed their boards well. They've been doing it the whole series, and we just got to be a little bit more physical. Take better shots and get back in transition. I mean, it's a lot of things we could do to clean it up.
Is the size that's flying with you kind of pulling you off the spot?
Say it again?
When you're catching and looking, is the size that they're sending you in terms of rotations?
Yeah, I mean, they're flying at us. They're running soft and making us get inside the lane, and we got to make some extra passes. We got some good looks, and we were missing some shots right now. I think we shot under 40% again, or whatever we shot, I don't know. But it wasn't where we could shoot the ball, percentage-wise.
Kyle, is it some of it just, like you said, you've gotten good looks, simply just not making the threes?
Yeah, me personally, I got to play better. I mean, I can't go out there and shoot 2 for 10 and, miss open, threes. But, yeah, we're getting good looks. Look at the film, see where we can get better looks. And they're really just everywhere over the floor. And we just got to, start being executing a little bit better and, making them pay for the randomness that they're doing.
What happened with Simmons?
Nothing. I mean, it's nothing with nothing when nothing happened.
Did you get punched in the area that you're not supposed to get punched in?
It was an elbow, but, refs didn't call it. But it's nothing with nothing. He said he didn't mean to do it, and I'm not going to dwell on something that, wasn't called. It's not it is what it is. It's not a big deal.
As good as Kawhi's been, are you guys relying on him?
We got to help him. We got to help him. Myself, especially me. I got to help him score more. I got to help him on the floor. We all got to help him. He's playing unbelievable right now, but we're not giving him any help. I'm not giving him any help, and got to help him.
Were you guys sensing any momentum at all in a positive way at the start of the fourth when you got it down to 7 and then just,
I missed a couple lapses on me. Drain Jennings got a back door. JJ got a jump shot. A lot of things just went wrong tonight, man. A lot of things that are easily fixable. Just small mistakes. Easily fixable, yeah.
Kawhi Barkwitz, Philly.com. What was your sense of Joel Embiid out there tonight?
He played great. He made his presence. Got to the free throw line, hit some big threes. Had 5 blocks tonight. He did his job.
Kawhi, you had it going yourself. Michael Grange from Sportsnet. You had it going pretty good in the third quarter yourself and got it down to 7. What would you say? What did you observe happen at those 3 minutes to start the fourth? And it seemed to get away on you guys again.
Didn't score the ball. We ended up finishing the fourth quarter with 14 points. Those first 5 minutes, just really didn't score the ball. I think they got a few turnovers in transition for easy layups, and they did a great job scoring. We didn't.
Hi, Kawhi, Tenny Sumagi for Eagle News Philippines. What would, in your opinion, what would the Raptors need to do to keep up with the Sixers' offense for Game 4?
I think it starts with defense. They had 2 30-point quarters in the first half. We're not going to win like that. They scored 115 points tonight. They got some easy looks at the basket. We didn't do well in transition early on. Shot 50% from the field, 40 from 3. We got to play better defense.
Yeah, Nick, Doug Smith, the Toronto Star, just off to your left here. Were you sort of surprised by your team's passivity all night? They seemed very passive and not themselves in that entire game.
Yeah, I mean, I think we got outplayed, Doug, in just about every area we could get outplayed. Just in overall, physicality, energy, cutting, rebounding, passing, all that kind of stuff. I think we got thoroughly outplayed, and it's been a while. Right, it's been a while since I've seen this team play that way.
Scott Stinson, Post Media. Nick, what did you see from Embiid tonight that was different? I mean, you had Gasol on him. Gasol had done such a good job the previous 2 games. Did you see anything specific that?
Well, what did he end up with? 33. I mean, he got obviously the 3-ball going a little bit, and he got to the line 12 times. So it's 21 of his 33 out there. The biggest thing was he was carving out space right in front of the rim. I thought early in the game, and we were being as physical as we could, and he's ended up shooting a bunch of some free throws off that. So we're just gonna have to figure out a better way to get him removed from right underneath the basket somehow. That was the biggest thing in the 3-ball. But he was good. He played with great energy and great decision making. He was rolling really hard to the basket. When he looked us in the eye for his face-ups, he made most of those as well. And then when they kicked it out to him for a 3, he made those too.
Hey, Nick, Mike Grange from
Hi, Mike.
Sportsnet over here. I mean, I guess you can't play everybody for every minute, and you went really long with your starters in the third quarter, and then they got away from you. Just that 3-minute surge to start the fourth. I mean, is there anything you can do, or
I think we got back.
Not making shots.
Well, I think not. I mean, there's a lot more things we can do better, Mike. Than I mean, listen, we can't let the shot making affect so many other parts of the game. There's pick a thing tonight, right? You can't. We didn't make shots. You're right, but pick anything else, right? But I think if I'm not mistaken, we had 3 starters on the floor to start the fourth. But it was just a bad run. I think again in the second it was similar with 3 starters to start the second, and that part of the game in the second was some shot. We came down and got 3 or 4 wide open ones in a row and had got nothing to show for them, not even a 2 or anything. But and then they raced them back on us and scored them, and that was kind of busted that open early. But those first couple minutes of the second and fourth were big, huge momentum swings in the game.
Tenny Samagi, Eagle News Philippines. What kinds of adjustments will you make for Game 4 to complement, for offensively to complement Kawhi Leonard's scoring?
Yeah, I think the first adjustment we're going to have to make is we're going to have to play a hell of a lot harder, right? And we're going to have to play a hell of a lot more physical. And if we don't do that, then the prettiest things that we decide to do offensively aren't going to matter much.
Nick, Ed Barkowitz, Philly.com. What was your sense of the physicality out there? Chippiness, sometimes over the line. What did you see out there?
I mean, it was physical, but I don't think it was anything too bad, really. You know, I think there was, there was two plays. They were very similar. I think Ben Simmons lost the ball and took a whack at Kyle, and Pascal lost the ball and took a whack at whoever he took a whack at. Who? Joel. I think he might have tried to trip him or something. But other than those two, I think there was some good hard play in the low post, and there was some good physical rebounding going on, et cetera, that was pretty normal.
Good.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, Nick, Doug Smith again. Were you sort of surprised that Kyle seemed to pass up a lot of shots, had 10 field goal attempts? You need him to get more shots than that to be successful?
Well, I think I need to look at it again, Doug, a little more closely, but it felt like there was a lot of guys passing up shots, right? I think there was a couple possessions, I was like, oh, there it goes up, and there was 4 more passes would go by. It seemed like every guy that had it was open, and he kept moving it to the next guy. So I don't know, that's unselfish on one point, but it ended up getting to be where it looked like there was just first shot was there. You just go ahead and step into it and lace it up. And that's everybody. There's not a guy we put out there if it gets swung around to him, we don't want him to take it.